Hello and welcome back. I'm Dr. Lori Williams, and today I want to talk to you about how to tap into your own inner wisdom to help guide you through your life. So essentially, your inner guidance system is I call it the inner GPS, but essentially what it is it's your intuition, and your intuition will never ever lead you down the wrong path. You can 100% trust your intuition. The problem is a lot of people think what their intuition is actually their ego, and that's when they end up getting, in stuck in negative thought patterns and things like that. Is because they're actually listening to the ego, thinking that it's an intuitive thought. How you're going to know between ego and intuition is intuition is going to always require you to act from a place of love. Love for yourself, love for others. If there's other people involved in your scenario, it will be for the best for everybody involved. It's not just going to be better for you or better for the other person. Your intuition will never ever ask you to do something for somebody else that makes you feel uncomfortable or leaves you feel depleted in any way, shape, or form. That will be 100% ego. So the ego will obviously it wants you to be safe. Your ego is going to want you to be liked. It's going to try to convince you essentially to not change anything, not do anything, because that's how the ego can keep you safe. The ego is not your enemy. Please do not take that by any way, any form of the imagination for what I am saying. The ego is actually a very important part of the whole being. There's a lot of discernment that can come from the ego, but learning to discern between what is ego and what's not is obviously very important as well. So the other thing between intuition and ego is going to put you in a state of fight, flight, or freeze. It essentially, like I said, it doesn't want you to change anything because you're safe if nothing changes. So it's going to essentially cause your nervous system to respond and to react and once you know it's a nervous system response, 100% that's a guarantee that it's coming from ego. Ego is always going to be a fear-based response, and it's going to try to get you to make you feel safe, essentially. Where the intuition is always going to be a loved-based response, and it's always going to spur you into some sort of action. It may lead you down paths you may never have ever imagined that you could ever possibly be in. But I think that's the beauty of it too, is we don't always necessarily know where our life is going and where we're going to end up. But by being able to discern between what is ego and what is intuition, and following those intuitive nudges, that is your intuition, and those intuitive nudges that you're getting is your inner wisdom. And essentially, for healing, for an example, if you are having an interaction with somebody and you leave that interaction feeling really depleted, then that's your inner wisdom telling you, hey, there is something that you and how you respond and how you interacted with that person that is not sitting well with you. So you can look at that and start to make those changes that you need to be able to show up in your relationships differently as well. It's really about having self-awareness, not making sure not to have any kind of self-judgment, and like I said, just trust that inner guidance system. Trust your inner GPS. It's not going to lead you down the wrong path. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'll see you back here next time.